Hello Warfighters, war is hell. Welcome to the next episode where we take a look at what could have happened had there been a second Korean War. We're back in Seoul for the next portion here of this series, but let's go ahead and get to the briefing and take a look at what's going on. For the first time in quite a number of episodes, I can tell you that there has been some progress on the front for South Korea and its allies. Over on the far left, we've been able to push back part of the pocket that existed there, and this is a giant morale boost for the South Koreans. Now, Seogu over here on the left side is where we've made a lot of the progress. It's part of Seoul, kind of like a suburb of it. But right now, we've got some friendly forces that are pinned down in part of the city. So I'm going to be on patrol here just to try and push to be able to get to them and kind of relieve them. They've been under pretty intense fire for quite a large amount of time, and they're running low on ammunition. So if we're not able to get to them here pretty quick, it's very possible that they could all be killed. Now, of course, we're going to try and get there as fast as we can, but there's a lot that's going to be going on between where we're starting our patrol here and where we have to end up. There's obviously North Koreans along the way, and with this being a heavily urbanized area, enemy could be in any building. They could be right around the corner. The lines aren't nearly as definitive as they could be. So here we are on the move, and I'm obviously keeping my head on a swivel here, just trying to take a look around to see where the enemy might be. Now, I've got my leader in front of me, but we've got a number of other guys behind me too. We're squad-sized for this mission. We try to push forward. Still nothing. Now, we're about ready to get to the area where we know North Koreans may very well be. And it looks like we've already spotted somebody. So I'm going to open fire on these guys, and since I've got iron sights, this is going to be pretty difficult for me to hit this guy from here, but I'm going to have to do everything I can to try and get a steady shot on this guy. There I go. I think we took him down. I'm going to move up, but I know that this corner could hold some additional North Koreans, so I'm going to move up very carefully. Squad leader's taking a look off to the right, so I'm going to view what's going on the left. And there I go. I see somebody. God dang it, I'm hit. Okay, I'm going to have to bandage myself up. But yeah, I see somebody kind of off to the left here, in addition to that guy right in front of me. This guy I can take down. Dang it, I got hit again. I will have to patch myself up before I end up moving forward here. Now, there is that set of like buildings or debris off over to the right. Oh, he's reloading, so now's the time I can open fire on him. He's hitting the tree. It's not that far away from me. There we go, finally dropped him. I was gonna say, there's that debris that's kind of off over to the right. Looks like it was a building. I might be able to position myself over there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move up to that. That's the only thing that gives me the most amount of cover for this area. Since I've been hit again, I'll get here, I'll patch myself up. I think we got him, because they're calling out that they killed somebody else. I think the firing was coming from over here. Maybe they did end up getting him. I mean, nobody's firing back at my guys as they continue to move up. I think I might have lost one guy in that. I thought I remember seeing somebody was KIA. Just making sure that the right is clear here, since everything's been taking place over on the left of us. Wait for everybody to signal all clear, unless there is somebody else over here, of course. Yeah, they're firing at something. I guess we did lose somebody else. Okay, so not great for our first engagement. Come across the enemy, and we've lost a couple of our own guys. Now, where are these guys coming from? There we go. I've got a target on somebody. That'll make it easier for me to kind of get over here. I'm going to push up a little bit. I'm going to use these buildings for cover as I make my advance, but I don't want to obviously rush into this. I'm lucky that guy got taken out by one of my own guys. Anybody up over here? Not seeing anybody. There we go. Somebody darting across. Come on. There we go. Finally got him. Ooh, I gotta back up. And there's somebody on the other side of the street there too. I think me and one other guy shot him at the same time. Gotta be aggressive, gotta keep pushing up. Remember, those guys are waiting for me. So I can't be too conservative here. Still nobody else. I'll have to check off on the other side of the building now too, since I feel pretty comfortable that what's directly in front of me and what's off over to my left is pretty clear. Yeah, my guys are calling all clear now. This should be a good spot to take a look at what's over there. Oh, I think we've got... Yep. Got some guys that are prone over there. I might be able to hit that. Nope. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get behind here. I'm going to assess the situation. And if there's an option for me... Oh, there's 4 of them. Yeah, so I'm going to have to try and just do this with a grenade. So I got to aim it just right. I don't want it to go too long. Oh, not that bad. Well, they know I'm there now. Whoa! I got all 4 of them with 1 grenade. Well, that makes it easy. I was getting prepped for some, like, close quarters combat right there. I'm about ready to pour into him here with everything that I had. Alright. So, seeing that we're clear, we get everybody back together. We're on the move here some more. Now, up ahead is an area that was been marked by our intel as being an area where there's a lot of enemy, and we can't really go around this. We've got to punch right on through. Try to open on who I can from there. But that's just not a good position. I only have a small view on what's going on the inside. So while the rest of my guys are engaging that force here in that little square, I'm going to try and see if I can come in from a different approach here. Using this rubble and going through some of the buildings, might be able to get a good look directly down on them. And if that's the case, well, I should be able to take out a lot of them. There's some North Koreans over here too. Yep, there's one guy at the base of the rubble, over by the tree. Now, because of how much running I've been doing, yeah, I had to kneel, but I'm not going to be able to shoot through that rubble. But he's down. The street looks clear, so I'm going to try and cross. Peek my head over at this rubble right in front of me. Oh, there's somebody else up there. Where'd he go? Oh, Arma physics. Well, I guess I lucked out because that guy completely surprised me. Alright, let's get a look, see what we got. We've got some guys just right in front of me here. Right behind that tree. I'm going to try and go with a long throw here with this grenade. Ah, I think that took out some of them. Here's where I'll pop up and just fire right into the heart of them. Okay, I think they're down. I'll kind of use my position here to see if I could find anybody else, and I really can't. Try and go on the other side of this. This is just a very narrow view of this whole area, so I'm going to try and move over to this building off to my left. Oh my gosh, I was totally nervous. One of my guys. Okay, gonna go up these stairs here up to the second story, but I'm gonna go prone as I crawl across this board because there is not much cover even when I kneel. All right, 2 guys right in front of me. I'm like quite literally just gonna have to pop up, engage them, and drop back down. Now I see another guy off in the road to the left. Whew, got that guy right at the last second. Guy in the road's opening fire on me. Might try the same approach here. Just kind of pop up, fire at him, and then duck back down. Oh, one shot's all that one took. I see some guys in some mortar pits. Got some enemy over here too. Wow, this is a great position. Dang it. That tree, I think, is what's preventing my bullets from going right on through. I'll try this window instead. A little bit of a better view, I think. There we go. Got him. Well, I have to patch myself up one more time. This is why I take plenty of med kits. Okay, once I get patched up here, I'm going to try and push on again. Now, I don't know where the rest of my squad is. It probably wasn't smart of me to kind of go off all by myself, except for the fact that I think I was able to clear out just about everybody in this square. But I'm hearing some gunfire. And it sounds like it's off over to my left. So it could very well be some of my guys that are there. Because a lot of the gunfire that you're hearing in the background is actually coming from the position that we need to be at. You know what? I should just take out these guys right here too. Wait for this one to come back. Reload too, just in case there is somebody else. Alright, looks like there's 3 of them in there. Taking one down. This guy's gonna be not that hard, but you know what? I might just try and get closer here. That way I don't have to worry about it nearly as much. Just gonna throw a grenade in there. Make sure these guys don't jump out though. Alright, so that mortar pit's cleared. I'm through the square. There's still some additional fire that I'm hearing. Seems not too far away, so I'm gonna wait just a little bit. And I see that I've still got, I think, 1 or 2 guys that were able to make it through, so I've lost a good chunk of my squad. But we're almost at the location where everybody is holed up at. What we're gonna do is up ahead, you can see about 75 meters. We're gonna hit some train tracks. We've gotta cross those tracks and get onto the building, which is just right on the other side. So we're very, very close to the enemy. You can start to hear that there's a lot more bullets that are snapping over our heads right now or falling nearby. Yeah, they're right that building with that orange smoke. So I'll go around this truck. Since I've gotten some time to be able to rest up too, I can sprint anywhere that I need. Alright, moment of truth as we come around this corner. Enemy's probably not expecting us here. Took that guy out. Make sure the rest of this back part is clear. That way I know that they're not surrounded, and we've got an avenue for everybody else to be able to pull out from. Oh, I'm taking some fire. Awesome, he's down too. Alright, so they must have fallen back because it's gotten pretty quiet now. Now I'm just going to take one more look here through all of this, make sure we don't have any North Koreans that are just popping out anywhere, but there's still a little bit of fire going on. So what we're going to do here, we've got some Americans that are operating nearby in some Humvees, and so once we kind of get things cleared out here, we're going to call them to come pick us up and pull us out of this location and bring us back to where everybody else is. Now that we're linked up, I'm going to cover the right side since both the middle part of that building and also the left is heavily covered by some of my guys. seeing some movement off to the right side, and we've got somebody targeted. So that's going to be my focus here. Wait to see if anybody comes out of that building, really. Kind of keep watching off to that right. That building over here, too, that's off to my right, that's just a pile of rubble. That's going to be a really difficult position for me to kind of watch, because it provides a lot of cover for the enemy to just go to the right of this building that I've got my crosshairs on. They can come up there and get to us at pretty close range. I won't have much time to be able to aim and shoot at them. Yeah, I'm just hearing sporadic gunfire, so I don't know if they're all regrouping, waiting for a big push. But here we go. Here's some enemy soldiers. Keep shooting that building. I think we took out 2 of them right there. Might be some more. I gotta reload. I'm gonna back up here too, because you can see there are some bullets that are flying pretty close to me right now. I might have to reposition, or at least wait a little bit for them to start aiming at somebody else. Nice, dropped him. Okay, I'll have to keep waiting. Just one person, though, holding back. Just that small push will probably make them think twice about making a huge push. Been waiting for a while, not seeing too much. And as I was saying, that building could have some North Koreans just pop right on in there. There's a guy just to the right of that pillar. I'm taking him down, too. Now, there's been some other fire that's been going on, but I've been pretty smart. I'm just focusing on this area here. Like you can hear there's the AR going off. Americans are not too far away, so we don't have to hold out for that much longer. I decided to go ahead and reposition myself, too, just to the top of this area, because once the Humvees come in with the M2s that they've got on the top, and there they are, I'll be able to spray a lot of ammunition off towards the enemy on the right side. So once they get here, I'm going to rush out here with the rest of my guys. We're going to get into those Humvees, and we are going to get out of here. Enemy's really starting to pick up here, too. Fortunately, we've been able to pick them off. You know, this is good enough. Yeah, I'm going to move out of here. So with these guys here, we're going to consider this a successful mission. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get back to our lines here, and we prevented a pretty big disaster. So once again, we've been able to hold back the North Koreans on their advance, and we may be able to continue our push as well. So that's going to be it here for this episode. I really appreciate you watching. Remember, there's more of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Twitter by searching @WarIsHell, or @_WarIsHell. You can find me on Facebook by searching War Is Hell Gaming. And of course, don't forget to donate to the Patreon. That is going to be a huge help for me and a lot of the videos that I do. I can't appreciate those who already have donated enough. But War Is Hell, you guys don't have to worry, because Warfighters, I've got your 6.